we have? We have
Secondary
the
y-axis.
total orders for every quarter for every year, where the maximum is 427, correct? So it is less than 500. Now, what if, imagine yourself, you are in a meeting right now, on Monday you are in a meeting, and your management wants to ask you a question. They are wondering whether increase in order has also resulted in increase in revenue. Simply put, when we get more order, do we also have more revenue, or are the incremental orders less in revenue that it does not affect my total revenue by a massive amount? As the management of the company, I would want to know this. Does increase in order result in increase in revenue? Guys, is that a valid question that if you were a part of the management, you would also want to know a yes in the chat if that's the case? Yeah? Yeah, fair enough. Sure. So let's go ahead and understand how we can answer that question. By the way, guys, I also want you all to notice throughout the entire dashboard building process, you are developing a mindset to answer questions before they are even asked to you, which is a very, very, very high income skill for yourself as well, right? So that is also what we are building together with our dashboard. So the question is, how do we see that, right? So if I want to see if my order and sales are going in line, in proportion, I can get my sales into my y-axis. But the moment I do that, see what happens. The moment I get my y-axis, my sales into y-axis, I do see one more line for my total sales. But my total order becomes flat. What happened? Why did it suddenly become flat? Let's understand that. If I do not have sales, look at the maximum value. Let me make it a bit bigger also. See this. Guys, what is the maximum on my y-axis? 450, correct? But the moment I add sales in my y-axis, my y-axis goes all the way to 1,40,000 because my sales is also somewhere around that. So to show sales, it will go to 1,40,000. Imagine going from 450, 500 to 1,40,000. Now, if you expand the y-axis by a massive amount, do you really think you will be able to see all the trends in your order ID where the maximum is less than 500? There is no space, right? You are directly going from 0 to 20,000. So how do you show any kind of trend where it is less than 500? You can't do that, right? For example, if I go back to Microsoft Excel, have a look at this, right? Let's say you have your axis where you go from 0 to, let's say, 10 to 20, 30, and so on. And your trend is such, for example, something like this. Now suddenly you make it from a 10 to 1000, 2000, and so on. Do you really think you will be able to see that trend? It will actually be something like this, which to the human naked eye will not be a trend. It will look like a flat line, correct? So that is why we are not able to see our trend of total orders. And instead, we are seeing a flat line. Is this clear to everyone? What problem are we facing right now? A yes in the chat if that made sense to you. Yes? Sure, perfect.